Welcome, my YouTube friends. It's good to be back. I have quite a few things in store in this video, like a garden recap, even though it's January 2026 and things are still pretty quiet for the year. But we're going to have all kinds of beautiful things that inspire creativity.
Hello friends, I'm back on YouTube. I'm actually doing a thing. I'm kind of trying something out. I have been on YouTube before doing all kinds of things like gardening and author interviews and different things. But I just in a season where I'm 50 years old and I'm playing around with so many artistic and creative things. Are you gonna get on my laptop? my I'm in full editing swing for novels that I write, and I've been doing a painting challenge, and I'm about to ready to plant my garden peppers and tomatoes and microgreens. And I just want to share the little things that I do to create and cultivate art and beauty and wonder and just play around. I think that over the last few years, I've learned so much off of YouTube. You know, you have it on like in the background for white noise and people will just say or do something and you're like, oh, that's so helpful. And I kind of hope that I could be one of those kind of channels where you get inspired. I'm gonna do a studio tour, and I'm actually working hard to play around in art notebooks, and I want to do those. But also my garden, you should see it. It's beautiful. Might give you some little birdies at the end. It's cool out there right now. It's frost, so I might have to put some film out for watching some birds in Oregon. So I'm back. I'm just playing around. I don't think I want to work too hard to be more than I am. So if you can handle 100% who I am, where I have creative nests where I build things up, and I have journals and traveler's notebooks and deep thoughts like quotes that come to me. The one I was thinking about this morning is I've been thinking about for a while, and it says the intellect is a fantastic servant and a terrible master. And I'm just gonna play around with these things and we'll see where it goes. Low key, I can tell you what I won't be doing. I won't ever be asking you to subscribe or like because it drives me crazy when everybody asks that. It's not what I'm in it for. I do think that it'll be fun to continue to learn who I am at 50, empty nested, happily married for coming in on 31 years, grandma, but really just in love with staying alive to living. I have a whole stretch of my life out in front of me, and I just want to enjoy how it unfolds, even though there's work in it, even though there's challenges and struggles, and the older you get, the more acquainted with grief you are. Like, all those kinds of things are true. But I think it's a hopeful thing and a beautiful thing to see where your creativity is stimulated and the things that make you feel joy. I'm sure there's something good in there. I don't want to work too hard at it. I want to play, and I want to have a sense of recording my own world and what's happening. Even in my art journals, the whole goal is to actually have a stack of them all the way done, a hip high, so I can see that I've done it. My mom passed in 2019, and she said that she was most proud of the things that she just didn't quit. So I'm just gonna keep going. Welcome. I hope you enjoy.
I hope that was easy to follow. And now that that part, like kind of reintroducing what I'm doing, is over, I just want to give you a little tour of some things that are happening that I find beautiful and inspiring, that make me want to create in all the ways. So orchid love, how many of you guys are orchid people? They're one of the ones that I kill the fastest and the most. And this is what I mean by a creative nest. Like, does anybody else make little stacks and piles all the way around them when they're being journaling or creative or reading or whatever? And I thought I better show some of my plants because there's not much to see outside just because of the time of year. This year I planted an amaryllis pear, and they're just getting started, so I'm gonna track that as they go, because that's being a green thumb, right? Yeah, it's so easy to get caught up in the fast and busy, and there's just so much to be said about taking it slow and breathing, enjoying the sunshine on your face, I'm a writer, so I spend a lot of time in this chair doing these things, working. But it's part of it. How do you stay doing the hard thing? You can do hard things. Like sometimes we have to be reminded, we can do hard things. You can do hard things. And sometimes to face the hard things, you need these little pockets of serenity and beauty and flowers. And then to paint the flowers. So yeah, there's my little kitty, one of too many we have right now. I inherited several of my kids, so we have more than we should. But yeah, candles and the way you decorate your home. I'm not the biggest decorator, and I'm not going to really have tips and hints for people to do DIYs and all of that, but I would really like to cause a pause and a sense of nobody's made like you, and what you have to offer is just right, and you're on time, and you have time. You know, this world never tells us that we have time. I think I quoted this in another video that will be coming, but I heard a fresh quote to me that said, if you enjoy the time you waste, is it actually wasted time? It's not wasted time. Like, what are we in a hurry for? So here's my garden for those of you who've come along the garden tour. And is there weeds in it? Oh yeah. I let things winter over because I'm still getting a lot of crops. That's actually some kale and different edibles in there. And then of course the tulips are starting to show, and I need to cover them in a little bit more before we get a little bit of cold snaps coming through. We did a little patio. I think we've just added some stuff since I've done my garden YouTube on here. But I thought I would show you the view again for those of you who can remember from before. A lot of it's the same. We did some big tree logging, and my garden is much more mature. So there's lots more perennials and stuff in there. And I'm a potager garden that does the back to Eden method, that my personal desire is to have more cut flowers than I could possibly use. So, oh, I think I showed this twice, but it's awful fun. Sitting by my patio with lights on the back porch, candles lit, a sense of joy. So I hope this works for you. Take a deep breath, savor it. I have, on the end here, I have a little bit more of just beauty. We go duck hunting, and so this is just that's like the moors. It's so pretty. And then I have a few of my beginner, novice artwork. I am at the beginning. I was a pretty consistent doodler, practically a professional doodler, and I'm stepping into acrylics, oils, and all of the media I can get my hands on, markers and pens, and it makes you take pictures differently. So even photos. So this is some of my stuff at the end here, and I just think it's pretty. And this bouquet was taken at the end of December 2025. I can hardly believe it. The frost was the latest frost on record ever. I had sunflowers on December 29th. It's crazy. Until next time, I'll see you later.